It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers, and it's all up next.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There was a lot of questions surrounding Jordan Love. Was he the long-term answer in Green Bay following in the footsteps of the legendary Aaron Rodgers? And I think last year in his first season as a full-time starter, he certainly quieted a lot of those questions. He spent time early in his career watching from the sideline, and he wasted no time showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the entire league.
He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On play action, Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 31 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Right to the air, here's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Doubs. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
On first down, it's Love. That's complete to Jacobs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's got it at the 3. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Throwing is Love. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. Back to throw is Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Love to throw it on first down. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's second and 9. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A second down throw for Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Third and 5. Now Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Here's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will score. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions are back in this one. It's 17-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Here's Love. He'll find his rookie wideout from Texas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Love to throw. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Love. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
On fourth down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The Lions offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Kingsley Enoch-Barre there for the tackle. Here's second and 6. Williams in motion. A second down throw for Goff. Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second and a yard. Throwing, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On second down, Goff. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Lions first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Down to the 10, and he will get into the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Throwing on second down, Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end, Musgrave. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run with Jacobs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Halftime now at Lambeau. And the Packers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Williams in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll go play action. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack, and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Lions will punt this ball away. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down and 9. To throw is Love. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Packers set to kick this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Detroit offense now headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's... Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Third and long. Now Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing here is Goff. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Goff. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Goff to throw. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up at about the 42.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Love. This one is caught by Reed. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A second down throw for Love. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On play action, Love.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Love to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Packers.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
He'll be stopped, just a short gain, down to the 30. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He knocks it through. And the Packers extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Reynolds now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Detroit. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 2nd down, Goff. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. That is knocked away, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag in the backfield. That might be a late hit on the quarterback. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. They come up for 2nd and 2. Goff to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Goff to throw on 1st down. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. It's 2nd down.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The Lions called their 1st timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. On comes the Packers punting team. Raymond going to return it, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more, and this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Packers have it.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The Packers offense ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win for the Packers. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.